Welcome to the Noor Healthcare guys. I'm Navjeet Noor. Today I'm gonna share the info about severe acute respiratory syndrome and also called SARS. In this video we will study the proper definition, causes, mode of transmission, where it comes from and the area where it's spread, incubation period, signs and symptoms, nature of this virus, treatment including the vaccines and prevention. So firstly we start with introduction. The full form of SARS is severe acute respiratory syndrome. From respiratory world, we all can guess that this virus also affects our respiratory system. SARS is a form of pneumonia due to the coronavirus. This disease is spread from a virus named SARS-CoV and also called severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus. This is a single-stranded RNA virus. SARS-CoV begins in China in 2003. And within a few months, this virus spread to the other 26 countries and about 8,000 people affected. Now the causes of SARS. The SARS is a zoonotic disease. That means like coronavirus, SARS is also spread from animal viruses. Severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus and coronavirus belongs to the same class of viruses. The major animals are bats, perhaps, and cats firstly affected. Several animals take this virus without becoming sick because they have strong immunity. After that, it reached on to the humans. In previous years, no other virus seems to be very harmful for humans, but this virus is deadly. Now the route of transmission of SARS-CoV. It can be transmitted with direct connection, droplets, bloodborne, mother to child, animal to human, and fomite. Some of the infected people never develop symptoms like animals. Respiratory droplet transmission can occur when a healthy person is in close contact with an infected person who has some signs like sneezing and coughing. In this circumstance, the respiratory droplet that have the virus reach the healthy person. Airborne transmission can occur during medical procedures that produce aerosols. These droplets come in the contact with one person to another, and this virus can survive for different time period on various objects. Aerosol transmission can also possible in public places like grounds, parks, restaurants, and gyms. So the last is fomite transmission. This transmission occur when we use things like clothes, brush, comb, thermometer of an infected person. Fomite transmission is also called indirect transmission. This virus can alive for some time on the used things of infected person. It can occur indirectly through when we are touching surfaces, object contaminated with the patient of SARS-CoV and spotted by the touching nose, eyes and mouth. And it is also occurred when skin to skin contact. Severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus can survive for hours on journal surfaces outside the human body and up to 4 hours on human waste. On the plastic, it can survive for 24 hours at room temperature. The incubation time has been estimated 5 to 7 days and generally 3 to 4 days. Now the signs and symptoms of SARS-CoV. There are headache, fever, lower respiratory tract illness like cough, shortness of breath, sneezing, difficulty in breathing, radiographic evidence of lungs infiltrate consistent with acute respiratory distress syndrome. In some cases, there is prompt deterioration with low oxygen saturation requiring ventilatory support. The diagnostic tests are required for lab verification of severe acute respiratory syndrome. First is conventional reverse transcriptase PCR and trivial time transcriptase PCR. And the second test which is required for the verification of SARS is enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay and immunofluorescent assay. Now the treatment of SARS. There is no permanent treatment for SARS, but patients needs intensive maintenance. There are several medications or agents which are used to treat severe acute respiratory syndrome. First is ribavirin, 400 mg to 600 mg per day. Second is lopinavir, 400 mg to 100 mg per day. And third is intravenous immunoglobulin and fourth is interferon type 1. So, how can we prevent severe acute respiratory syndrome? There is no vaccine for SARS. The preventive measures for this virus include: first is immediate identification of persons with SARS, their action and touch. Second is SARS sufferer admitted in effective isolation wards. Third is simple hygiene is also very important, such as hand washing after touching an infected person, and use well fitted masks. Take medicines that boost your immunity. Fifth is proper protection of therapeutic staff treating SARS patients. Sixth is appropriate and accurate reporting and sharing updates with other authorities and government. Now the similarities between coronavirus and SARS-CoV. They both are communicable and zoonotic disease. Their symptoms like coughing and sneezing and other respiratory complications are also same. Both SARS and coronavirus can survive outside the human body over a long period. We can prevent these with the same methods, such as appropriate sanitization, wearing masks, washing hands, social distancing, and proper isolation when we suffer from this. Thank you so much guys for watching this video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. Goodbye.